Thomas and Friends, making treks to great destinations. Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of the station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you like him because you helped me make them. Your loving Daddy. Today on the Eye of Sodor, Thomas leaves his conductor behind. Then, Thomas has to get water from the river. But first, Thomas has to wait for Henry, and Henry still hasn't came. Thomas and the Conductor. Thomas the Tank Engine is very proud of his branch line. He thinks it as the most important part of the whole railway. His two coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, agree with him. Annie can only take passengers, but Clarabelle can take passengers, luggage, and the conductor. They were both old and need new paint, but Thomas loves them very much. As they run backwards and forwards across the line, they sing songs to each other. When Thomas starts from the station, he sings, "Oh, come along, we're rather late. Oh, come along, we're rather late." And the coaches sing, "We're coming along, we're coming along." They don't mind what Thomas says to them, because they know he's trying to please Sir Topham Hatt. And they know too that if Thomas is cross, he's not cross with them. One day he had to wait for Henry's train, which made Thomas very cross. How can I run my line properly if Henry's always late? He doesn't realize that Sir Topham Hatt depends on me, Thomas whistled impatiently. He wanted to leave, but he had to wait for Henry's passengers. At last, Henry came, but he wasn't feeling quite well. On the contrary, he was feeling quite sick.
Holy crap, can the scene hurry up? I'm bored.
Where have you been, lazy bones? Asked Thomas. Oh dear, my system's out of order. No one understands my case. You don't know what I suffer, moaned Henry. Rubbish, said Thomas. You're too fat. You need exercise. The guard blew his whistle, and Thomas started so quickly that he left him behind. The guard waved his red flag to stop Thomas, but he was well on his way, steaming out of the station. Come along, puffed Thomas, but Clarabelle didn't want to come. I lost my nice god, I lost my nice god, she sobbed, and Annie tried to tell Thomas what happened. We haven't a god, we haven't a god. But he was hurrying along and wouldn't listen. Annie and Clarabelle tried to put on their brakes, but couldn't without the guard. Where's our god? Where's our god? They cried, but Thomas didn't stop till they came to a signal. Bother that signal, said Thomas. What's the matter? I don't know, said the driver. The guard will tell us in a minute. They waited and waited, but the guard didn't come. Peep, 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 peep. Where is the guard? Whistled Thomas. We left him behind, said Annie and Clarabelle. You got to be kidding me. Everyone looked, and there was the guard running as fast as he could along the line, with his flags in one hand and his whistle in the other. He was very hot, so he had a drink. Then he told them all about it. I'm really sorry, Mr. Guard, said Thomas. It wasn't your fault, Thomas, he replied. You were just impatient. Look, the signal's down. We can go. Let's make up for lost time. Annie and Clarabelle were so pleased to have their guard again that they sang, as fast as you like, to Thomas all the way. And they reached the end of the line quicker than ever before. Wait a second, I remember this. This is the end of every intro.
Yo, bro. Producer said no more fourth wall breaks.
Sometimes it's nice to take some time off. Do what you really want to do.
Just to relax and let the world fly by you. Forget your worries.
No need to hurry.
Just leave a sign to say
3, 2, 1.
Gone fishing. Gone fishing. It's a sunny old day and you're on your way. Gone fishing. Gone fishing. Gone fishing. It's a sunny old day and you're on your way. Why don't we all go fishing?
Bum ba dum bum bum bum.
You drop your line down to the river, waiting to see what you can find. Whatever life has to offer you, you know you'll take it. Stand up and face it, smiling along the way.
1, 2, 3, go!
Gone fishing. Gone fishing. It's a sunny old day and you're on your way. Gone fishing. Gone fishing. Gone fishing. It's a sunny old day and you're on your way. Why don't we all go fishing? There's nothing better on a sunny day when all your work is done. Throw down your line and settle down. Surprise, surprise, look at what you found. Hey, check this guy out.
What the fuck?
Gone fishing. Gone fishing. It's a sunny old day and you're on your way. Gone fishing. Gone fishing. Gone fishing. It's a sunny old day and you're on your way. Why don't we all go fishing? It's a sunny old day and you're on your way. Gone fishing.
Thomas goes fishing. When Thomas puffed along his branch line, he always looked forward to see something special. The side of the river. As he rumbled over the bridge, he would see people fishing. Thomas often wanted to stay and watch, but his driver said, "No, what will Sir Toppen Hat say if we were late?"
Fine. My feelings then.
Every time he met another engine, he'd say, "I want to fish." But they all had the same answer. Engines don't go fishing. Silly stick in the muds, thought Thomas. One day, he stopped as usual to take in water at the station by the river. "Out of order? Bother," said Thomas. "I'm thirsty." "Never mind," said his driver. "We'll get you some water from the river." They found a bucket and some rope and went to the bridge. Then the driver let the bucket down into the water. The bucket was old and had 5 holes, so they had to fill it, pull it up, and empty it into Thomas's tank quickly as they could, several times over. That looks like 6 holes to me. There's a hole in my bucket there, Lisa, there, Lisa, there's a hole in the bucket. Never mind about Lisa. They finished at last. That's good, said Thomas, and Annie and Clarabelle ran happily behind. Suddenly, Thomas began to feel a pain in his boiler. Steam began to hiss out of his safety valve in an alarming way. There's too much steam, said his driver. Oh dear, groaned Thomas, I'm going to burst. They damped down his fire and struggled on. I got such a pain, Thomas hissed. They stopped just outside the last station. Uncoupled Annie and Clarabelle, and ran Thomas, who was still hissing, fit to burst, on a siding out of the way. Oh dear! Then, while the conductor telephoned for an engine inspector, the driver found notices in large letters, which he hung on Thomas in the front and behind. Danger! Keep away! Thanks, Hector. Soon the inspector and Sir Topham arrived. Cheer up, Thomas, they said. We'll soon put you right. The driver told them what had happened. So the feed pipe is blocked, said the inspector. I'll just look in the tanks. He climbed up and peered in. Then he came down. Excuse me, sir. Please look in the tanks and tell me what you see. Silly, Inspector, replied Sir Topham. He clambered up, looked in, and nearly fell off in surprise. Inspector, he said, can you see fish? What the Gracious goodness me, how the fish get in there, driver? We must have fished them from the river with our bucket, replied Thomas's driver. Well, Thomas, so you and your driver have been fishing, but fish don't suit you. We must get it out. They all took turns fishing in Thomas's tank, while Sir Topham looked down and told them how to do it. When they caught all the fish, they had a lovely picnic supper of fish and chips. That was good, said Sir Topham. The fish don't suit you, Thomas, so you mustn't do it again. No, sir, I won't, said Thomas sadly. Engines don't go fishing. It's too uncomfortable.